Welcome back. It's never too late to learn. An 80-year-old pensioner is enrolled as a student for a Bachelor of Law degree. Johan Drotschie, a retired provincial manager, sits on a board of two major companies and serves as chairman of several pension funds. But he won't let that age stop him from acquiring a law degree. Drotschie joins us now this morning to chat a little bit about his new passion. Thank you so much, Johan, for your time this morning. A very good morning to you. So, what inspired the need or the want to go back to school?
I am sorry, you faded away. I can't hear you.
Let me try this again. Johan, what inspired your wanting to go back to school?
All right. I, as a trustee, have to know a lot about laws affecting the management of pension funds. And I have found that although I have a good knowledge, I want to be on top of it. And I do rub shoulders every time I have a meeting. I rub shoulders with LLBs. And I felt, well, the best thing I can do is to acquire the same knowledge.
You know, Johan, many people would say that you have contributed to society, you've held positions of influence. Why not just rest? What do you say to them?
Well, you see, it's the old story. Retirement to me is not sitting on the stoop and having a cup of coffee. Retirement for me is a new life, a new phase in my life where I can still make further contributions and, in fact, improve myself.
I really, when I'm speaking to you right now, I find you an absolute inspiration to many people. How do you then reach out? Because you're saying it's never too late. But to those people that feel as though it's too late to go back to school, or it's too late to want to start a business, it's too late to even dream, how do you just inspire them?
Well, I think it's a question of mindset. I believe that if you want to do something, and if you commit yourself to it, and that is important, you have to be committed, then nothing can stand in your way. That does not mean it's always easy. Sometimes it's difficult. But if your mindset is right, age is not a problem.
You know, to be a Bachelor of Law graduate, Johan, many would say it takes about 3 years. Sometimes it can take 4 years, depending on how you pursue it. What happens after the graduation aspect of it? Do you now study something else? Do you want to take it far and want to practice? I mean, what are you going to do with this Bachelor of Law degree?
Well, once I have that, the next step for me will be to at least attempt to be admitted as an advocate.
Wow. As I said, I listened to this conversation and I'm totally inspired by it. And it speaks significantly to how one never stops learning. Have you always been an individual that seeks to acquire knowledge?
Yes, I have been. I've gotten an honors degree in investment management, and my B degree as well as my honors degree I did do as a part-time student. So I didn't go to university immediately after school. Mm-hmm. And in my work, I do have to keep abreast of developments. We keep on getting new laws, new directives from the authorities and so forth. So, in fact, I'm always in a stage where I have to study some or other document or measure as such.
Then, Johan, young people in this country, many of them are sitting hopeless and many of them not knowing what they want to do with their lives. And you at the age of 80 are taking on a beautiful pursuit of knowledge. How do you advise young people who are facing a situation where they may feel hopeless, you know, from somebody who's lived the experience and is saying it's never too late to start something new?
Well, you know, yes, one can be very down when you talk about South Africa. South Africa is still a very good country with very good people, in my opinion. And you've got to manage yourself within that. I think there's a lot of scope for young people. If you really want to study, if you really want to start your own business, there's a lot of scope. Just sit down and plan your life.
I really appreciate this conversation. Johan, thank you for taking the time to speak to us this morning. All the best with your studies. I hope you pass so that you can have it in record time.
I hope so as well. I hope so as well.
No, you must definitely pass.
Thank you.
We'll throw your graduation. 80-year-old Bachelor of Law student, Johan Drotschie.